big zit on my nose.
I didn't notice it.
Welcome back to another rousing edition of The Brick Wall on public access television.
Everyone needs a miracle sometimes.
On LIE.
So Rebecca, do you remember what we got to do a couple weeks ago?
Yes, we were at a very big event. Oh my gosh, look at that.
Oh, look at that.
We were at a very important event, the 59th New York Emmy Awards.
And why were we there?
Because PATV was nominated for an award for Welcome Home, which honors Vietnam veterans.
Well, thank you both so much for joining me today. Coming up next, we have some clips of Jessica's recent performances, so check that out.
It really wasn't that grueling. Our bodies they did pretty well, actually. We paced ourselves knowing that we still had more than 1,000 miles to go. So we learned to give our muscles the rest they needed. The only thing that really suffered were our feet, because they were mostly exposed to the cold all the time. So our feet really took a toll. But in terms of our physical endurance, I think we were fine. Lou had some.
Yeah, I had some issues with my hands, and I think that's mostly from the cold.
I joined the 129th Helicopter Company and volunteered for the guns, that being the gun platoon. You had to volunteer. It was only a volunteer service because you would put yourself in danger in protecting those who couldn't protect themselves or in inserting troops into landing zones during combat assaults. The helicopters in Vietnam were the only way that things moved around. Troops were moved by them, materials were moved by them, food, water, ammunition, everything.
Erratic and start leaving your ship. Follow my tip, come away on a trip. Just join the circus like you wanted to.
Still, what remained, what survived, to me, needless to say, it's still a very meaningful one. touching, very touching.
On behalf of the staff and the Board of Trustees, we present you with the main library.
We're the landscape architects that designed the campus of this great new library, which will be a beautiful space for children, families.
Hello everyone and welcome to Great Neck Plaza, Auto Fest and Street Festival. Today we'll be here talking to everyone and having a good time. It's a fabulous community day.
For years, the residents of Manhasset have gathered at Mary Jane Davies Green to kick off the holiday season with the lighting of the town's Christmas tree.
Being from Los Angeles myself, a big town, and working in New York City, and I didn't grow up in a small town, you know, in a suburb like this, and I was just telling my wife, like, this is unbelievable.
It's my pleasure being here at the opening of this beautiful restaurant. Just look around, the interior is gorgeous, and we always welcome new restaurants to Great Neck, and I look forward to eating here many times.
Hello, I'm Mylan Studart, and we're in the village of Manhasset today celebrating Memorial Day, a very special day where we celebrate the lives of all the men and women who lost their lives serving the country.
Residential services, community services where people are out in the community. We do a variety of services at YI.
Makes me feel blessed and happy.
Been practicing with my school all these years about it, and we've been getting ready for the real world every single day.
Tennis is a lifelong sport that offers many social, mental, and physical benefits that can improve your overall well-being. Now you might be thinking, where can I start?
My name is Brian Pasella, and I'm an Operation Iraqi Freedom veteran. The Supportive Services for Veteran Families program has the ability to provide supportive services to low-income eligible veterans and veteran families who are homeless or imminent risk of homelessness.
Throughout high school, you go through some really stressful times and you just want to have fun with your friends and release your stress. And it's important to realize that you don't need alcohol or other drugs to enjoy your time. Also, it can even make your time a little bit worse because it'll affect your academic and your athletic performance.
This is Mylan Studart for PATV, and we're coming to you from Hofstra University at the first presidential debate between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton here on Long Island.
I think there's kind of just this desensitization to the voting process and in general for millennials, and I think especially it's this phenomenon that we're seeing come out now where trust is a huge issue.
So judging by what you know of the Republican congressional agenda, name one or more issues beyond support for Israel and aid for first responders on which you could see yourself voting with the opposition party. Again, be as specific as possible. Not Israel, not first responders. We'll get to Israel and the others in a little while. We start with John Kamen. Sorry.
Hi, I'm Tom Suozzi, Democratic nominee for the United States Congress 3rd Congressional District. You know, I've been traveling throughout the district for months now, and I find that people are very discouraged about politics in America.
As a mayor, we've offered this facility and the time here for the mayors to come in, and one or two come in and give some messages, but you're really, you're very excited about coming in, and I'm so glad about that.
Thanks. It's great to be here. I think it's nice to be able to send a message to the constituents.
Hello and welcome to 5 O'Clock Live, a variety show that ranges from talking about comic books and video games to breaking world records. Today we have a very official event, a very special one, that involves a presidential debate between Phil and Aaron.
Gather around the television and take a literary adventure with your host, Mickey Daly.
That's me, Mickey. A classic movie that happens to be another one of my favorites is The Wizard of Oz.
So it's difficult to make the state meet, and we at Great Neck North, we haven't had anybody in over 20 years make the state meet. And Sam has made it all 3 seasons of her sophomore year. So cross country, winter track, and spring track.
All who heard it were amazed by what had been told to them by the shepherds.
من پیش مامانمم، یعنی مادر و پدرش اینو میگن فرزند خوب.
Travel back in time to the 14th century to the region of Eastern Europe once called Courland and Livonia, where pagans worshipped the sun and gods of thunder before Christianity was introduced. Currently, it's the region of the Baltic states of Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia.
Hi everybody, I'm Grace Grella, your intuitive host, and as always we're here because it's all about you, getting you into the positive zone. We want to give you that good 411 about your lives, put a little pep in your step.
covering your news and events from all over the North Shore. This is North Shore News on PATV.
The Day of Beauty provides breast cancer patients and survivors with a little pampering with hair and makeup.
We actually did it last year too, but we just added the hair and makeup part of it. So last year all she did was the areola tattooing, and I could see that it was really impactful for a lot of women's lives.
Just making people feel better about themselves. That's like truly at the end of the day, like that's what's most important.
Considering we're about to go into the trial phase of for the incident that occurred at my church, and going through the trial phase, we know that no matter how we feel about the incident, no matter what we think, that the end result resides in the hands of the 12 jurors.
The number of people in the world who believe the U.S. is at war with Islam and who approve of violence against the United States or against Americans because of that belief, I think is larger than it was in 2001.
I was going to say, because the pool table, as I call it, is relatively new, and I was going to a meeting, and of course the seniors objected to the Great Neck Senior Center being called seniors, so it was changed to Great Neck Social.
While you and I explore these very special wonders that make people successful and interesting. Welcome to my world, and Dr. Passes presents.
How would you like to go on a vacation to a faraway place and feel that you're in another world and yet be at home? Hi, I'm Dr. Harvey Passes, and I've got a secret for you. Come here, get in a little bit closer. That's great. Now just listen. I've got a secret to tell you about a place that for some reason most people don't know about.